What's going on, my peoples? It's your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there scrolling below the screen, people. So I think it had a stabbing. I think it was New York. I think it was New York. A black dude seemed like he was mentally off. I think he stabbed a foreign Caucasian woman, and the outrage of it from white conservative people is fucking laughable to me. Not the woman's death, God rest her soul, and condolences go out to her and her family, and her loved ones and her friends and shit. And to the guy that stabbed her, I don't give a fuck. That murdered her. I understand he got mental illness. Get him some help. Put his ass in the long care of the crazy home or whatever. But he should never ever walk the streets again. The brother, the dude that murdered her was black. I don't give a fuck. Lock his ass up. See how easy that is. And I'm not taking a side. I don't care if he had mental illness. He killed somebody. Because I know a lot of people that have mental illness and they don't kill people. So, whatever his shit is or whatever, I'm not going to say I don't care, but I don't care to the point that where like I'm somehow want to justify what this black dude did. I don't give a damn. Lock his ass up for the rest of his life. I mean, what he should be, because he killed somebody. So, but to the white conservative people, see how easy that is to where I don't really give a damn that he's black. I don't give a damn that this black man stabbed this white woman and I'm not race baiting. I just don't give a damn what color skin it was. Only reason it's even a big fucking story like that because y'all made it this. Y'all made it about race. It wouldn't have been a big story, believe it or not. Not saying her death shouldn't have raised eyebrows, you know what I mean? But what we should have been talking about is to honor this young woman and not use her as a political pawn to create more tension between black and white folks, right? Which at this point is very high. High as it ever been in the last 21st century, right? But that's what we should be doing. We should be mourning this woman and making sure this dude gets sent to jail for the rest of his life. It's I don't give a damn that he's black. I don't care that she's white. It should not matter. But you white conservatives, you always say shit ain't about race or racism is not that bad. And slavery, we talk about slavery too much, but you keep bringing up race when we shouldn't even be bringing up race about this shit. Or one of the topics that we should be talking about is how can we start investing more in mental health? But you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about racism. So you want to talk about race. So let's talk about it. So I don't want to hear right wingers in my chat and all you motherfuckers on the internet talking this race shit, but that we keep bringing up race. This is a prime example of what we're talking about. Nobody's talking about this race but y'all. So race does matter when you find something to play a political pawn in. So let's just get in this shit. I just clip from CNN. They talk about this shit and Charlie Kirk says some of the most racist shit. I mean, the dude is a racist anyway, but he says the most racist shit, and Van Jones somewhat goes off on what he said, and they talk about this shit or whatever. But this is a real short clip. But just listen to how this motherfucker automatically brung race up into this, and it shouldn't be nothing about race.
Fortunately, we don't have services that they used to have for mentally ill people in terms of dealing with them. And I think the problem here is, I'm guessing the Trump administration was looking for.
See, and that's what I'm saying too, right? This administration and the Republicans running the country has took money away from the mental health entities, and they pocket the money for the rich. So of course they can't talk about mental illness. Of course they don't want to talk about it. Now, like she get ready to bring up, Trump was waiting on something like this so he can send a National Guard in to somewhat how clean something up that it ain't going to clean nothing up. He's just trying to shows how tough he is. And I told y'all, listen, I'm not just at this point that I'm just sick of like right wingers crying all the time. Like, what are y'all crying about? This is what y'all wanted. You getting everything you wanted. You thought this shit wouldn't affect you, so now you crying and shit. You should have thought about that shit before you voted for this motherfucking shit. But anyway, let's move on.
Example, this video was quite disturbing. You have the combination of social media at the same time blowing it up, and so it creates sort of the perfect storm to point to something. Just like when Dukakis, when he was running for president, and the outward.
Listen, people, I didn't even look at the video. There's no reason for me to look at the video. All I seen was the young lady sitting there, and this motherfucker got up and stabbed her. She wasn't even paying him no attention when he stabbed her to death. So I don't need to watch the video. That motherfucker's guilty. It ain't nothing that she said. She could have called him all types of niggas, called him a slave, whatever. It does not justify him just randomly stabbing this woman. Well, not randomly stabbing her, but you know what I mean, just stabbing her. But he decided to stab her. And that's what I said. It's unusual for somebody just to get up and just start stabbing people. Something is a little off. Just like if motherfuckers go and just start going to random parts of any neighborhood and just start shooting that motherfucker up for no... I don't care what they reason for it. But you have to be a little off. I don't give a fuck what your reason is really for. I don't, honestly, my opinion. Because if you just randomly just wake up one day or been planning for weeks or whatever you've been doing, and you want to go to somewhere and you just start shooting innocent people that you don't even know, I don't care what your reason is for. I don't care if you was a racist. I don't give a fuck if you was black, white, Puerto Rican, gay, transgender. I don't give a fuck. You woke up that morning and decided you could have been, I don't give a fuck about how long you planned. You woke up that day and said, it's the day I'm going to go out and kill random innocent people. I don't give a fuck what your color of your skin is. And that's why I don't give a damn about what color this skin of this dude is. This is not political. This man killed somebody. No, listen, people, nobody randomly just starts stabbing people. So you know something is off. This ain't got nothing to do, with the subways ain't safe and shit. This got nothing to do with that in a way. You could have had a National Guard sitting outside of the train stations or in another part of a train station, and this dude would have did the same exact shit. Sometimes you just got bad and evil people out here. This ain't political. But of course, the right wing want to make it political. Go ahead. But don't ever sit in our face as black folks and tell us that racism in this country don't matter. Don't tell me the left is just politicizing every goddamn thing. And you just it's a prime example of how y'all do it. You do it all the time. All you doing is deflecting on what you do. You don't hear a fucking leftist coming out making up anything about being political other than only political thing they talking about, or people like me saying we need more. Why did Trump cut the resources for mental ill people? These things will continue are going to happen. I don't give a fuck you send the National Guard or not. Mental ill people don't give a fuck about no fucking National Guard. What the hell is wrong with you? Move on, man.
Advantage of that one incident that was terrible, that was very troubling for voters once they called attention to it.
So certain people.
Matter of fact, I'm sorry. I think it was South Carolina where this happened. This stabbing that happened to this young woman. Sad, man. Just imagine you mind your fucking business, yo, and the motherfucker just get up and just start stabbing you. Like, yo. That's why I said people don't wake up and be thinking like, damn, I'm gonna die today. Or rational human beings that ain't got something wrong within their fucking brain is not waking up saying, I'm gonna stab somebody today. Something is wrong. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This ain't got nothing to do with criminal behavior. It got nothing to do with that. This got something to do with people mental. People are off. People are not getting the help they supposed to get. Something's not right. We so focused on this race shit, and this man probably, this young woman probably would have been alive if that man could have got the help that he probably needed, maybe. But now he's a known murderer, and this young woman has lost her life, and her family is fucking grieving. And just imagine his family probably been trying to get this nigga help, and they've been getting turned down all the time. And now they gotta live with the guilt of their fucking family member that killed some innocent woman. But Charlie Kirk and none of them, they don't give a damn about that. Let's just take this and make it political. You gonna hear him? You gonna hear his racist ass? But let's move on. This is the real reason why I don't like having. I wouldn't sit down and have conversations with mega people. You have lost your damn mind. You just as fucked up as that dude. You even worse because I believe y'all know better. But you got something mentally wrong with you because being a racist, something got to be wrong with you. Something ain't right in your fucking brain. But anyway, let's move on.
And looking for an opportunity to find a case like this, to make a point like this. I want to play, this is Charlie Kirk, why he says this hasn't gotten a lot of attention.
And watch how he does this. Let me tell you something. You know what's so sad about this? People actually make money. Charlie Kirk makes millions of dollars to do this type of shit. And the people that donate money to him, you ain't no better than him. This young woman is dead. This ain't had nothing to do with race. This has something to do with mental illness. This ain't got nothing to do with criminality or the color of skin of a motherfucker. This got something to do with mental illness. And nobody wants to talk about that because a lot of y'all are a bunch of fucking idiots. Everything got to be about race every fucking time. But these are the same people telling us racism doesn't matter in this country. That's like, it's laughable when I hear right-wingers talk that shit. Everything's about race. because y'all make it about it. And then you get mad when the people that get affected by y'all fucking bigotry and racism, you get mad when we fight back. Oh, Charlotte, North Carolina. My bad, Vito. My bad. It was in Charlotte, North Carolina. My bad. I know. I thought I forgot because something happened in New York too in the subway. It wasn't that long ago, so that shit probably still on my mind too. And I know it was in the Carolinas. I just didn't know if it was South or North too. Then it popped up in my mind. It could be it's in the Carolinas, and that's why I said South Carolina. But my bad. It's North Carolina.
A white Ukrainian refugee was murdered just because she was white. Everybody knows that, obviously.
I had to like kind of calm down on Woosah a little bit. See, this is that shit I'm talking about. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. They don't even have the statistics of even saying that happens to white people. That black people randomly goes around and kill white people because they white. It's bullshit. It's a fucking lie. This motherfucker want to play victim all the time. So anytime a black person do anything, oh, we doing it because they white. So is we killing black people? Because y'all like to say black on black crime a lot. Are we killing black people because we hate black people? Or some of us hate black people? Can we say when white on white crime happens, is it because the white person hates white people? You dumb as shit. You don't even have the statistics to even back you up with the fucking bullshit you talking about. Then you saying everybody knows that. Everybody don't know that. And first of all, whoever believes that is a bunch of fucking idiots. Charlie Kirk, you are one of them. You are a fucking idiot. She got killed because she was white. It was nothing else. It was because she white. Let me explain something to you. I guarantee you that black dude has probably walked past plenty of white people that day or seen certain white people in that day that he could have just randomly killed if it was just about her being white. I guarantee you that. If you track his movements, I guarantee he been around white people before he did that bullshit he did to that young woman. I tell you one thing. This is what I do believe, because Charlie Kirk, this is what the right wing would do. If that white woman was a black woman, I guarantee you he would have he may not. It's a small percentage that he probably wouldn't have said anything, like maybe like 25%, but 75%, I guarantee you he'd still make this political. He'd have said, see, it ain't safe. That's why Trump got to bring in the National Guard. So it wouldn't have mattered about her race. I didn't see Charlie Kirk get outraged when the white dude, this was years ago, I think it was around the George Floyd shit. It was around that time. And the two sisters got stabbed. I think one of them died. I didn't hear Charlie Kirk outraged about that. I didn't hear him say they only got stabbed because they was black. I didn't hear you say that. And let me tell you how these are real statistics and facts, people. It is very rare for men to stab women. It's not listen, if a man usually do something physically to a woman, they usually put their hands on them or they shoot them. They do not stab them. That is some shit that women do. Women may stab their man before they shoot him. It's very hard that a woman to stab a man to death before they shoot him to death. A man will shoot a woman to death or beat her to death before he stab her. So right there for me, I know the statistics, I know how shit is because I use common sense and I actually educate myself and I don't just go off of some bullshit Charlie Kirk or any of these stupid motherfuckers say. That shit was weird from the jump. I automatically like, yo, that's some crazy shit. What the fuck he doing? Why is this dude stabbing this woman? That ain't even, men don't do that. I'm like, this motherfucker got to be crazy. Found out this motherfucker ain't right. And he randomly stabbed her. It wasn't like he was plotting on her or no shit. He randomly just got up and stabbed her. I don't even think they had words. You can see her, she in her phone, minding her business. But he want to talk about everybody know he stabbed her because she was white. Yeah, all right, you piece of shit. Shout out to my brother talking in the building. What up, Talk? This is why I always say I don't take the MAGA people seriously. You can't have a conversation with me. I don't even want to talk to you because y'all logic is off. Y'all don't want to make sense. Y'all just want to say shit to be right or feel like you right. You don't want to use logic, common sense and shit. So it's like, get the fuck out of here. Some shit ain't even gray areas for y'all. Even when shit is not even on your side, you still try to make it somehow to make it to be on your side. Y'all motherfuckers know now to the point, just think about what they do. They don't even want to talk about slavery because they are uncomfortable talking about slavery, but it never happened to them or their ancestors. But they don't want to talk about it. Because but people like Charlie Kirk, we are much better off than we used to be. No, we not. With your type of fucking rhetoric, we're not. We're not that much better. You're putting black people's lives in danger by lying. Now, what you're going to do is rile up some racist ass white person now to fuck their mind up to go out and start killing randomly black people. That's what happens. That's what you do, Charlie Kirk. And people like you. And sometimes the left does it too. But it mainly comes from the right. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, brother Bell? Mind you, they always got to blame somebody instead of focus on the real issue, which is mental illness and guns. Right? When mass shootings happen or stabbings, like this stabbing like this happened, you know something wrong, yo. This dude randomly just stabbed her, bro. She was minding her business. I don't think he gave a fuck about her race. I'm probably 95% sure about that. The 5, I could be wrong. But I'm 95% that this dude didn't give a fuck about her being white. Some voices probably was in his head. He probably was listening to some left-wing shit. You never know. And that motherfucker already mentally fucked up. Because we do know this already. His family been trying to get him help. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. If you get pushed so much into a corner, you might not have the history of mental illness, right? But if you get pushed so much to a corner, you can randomly do some crazy shit. It happens all the time. You keep fucking with people. You keep pushing people. And you make them have to like live in this bubble. Because anytime they try to go out to do anything, they're getting fucked with. And then next thing you know, these motherfuckers randomly start going on shooting sprees, randomly stabbing people, shit like that. It happens all the time. But they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about race. So let's talk about it, Charlie Kirk. Let's move on.
If a random white person simply walked up to and stabbed a nice law-abiding black person for no reason, it would be an apocalyptically huge net.
We already had that already, Charlie Kirk. It happened around the George Floyd shit. You talking about people that would have lost their mind. They have. And I'm going to tell you the bad part about this. Charlie Kirk just probably seen an article in the video. He didn't go deeper to figure out if this dude had any mental illness. I guarantee you he didn't. He's, oh, got one. Let me politicize it. Let me race bait. Because that's all he doing. They talk all that shit about Al Sharpton. They doing the same shit Al Sharpton doing. When I heard about this story, I was like, this motherfucker crazy. I didn't even think about the woman being white. Who the fuck randomly just starts stabbing people on the train? A man randomly stabbing a woman. No, bro. No. This more of some weird shit going on. Like, yo, what? But anyway, let's move on.
National story used to impose national sweeping political changes on the whole country. Instead, Megan Basham, no one.
First of all, ain't nothing get changed since unarmed black men, women, and children has been falsely accused, beaten, murdered after George Floyd. Nothing changed. I just watched a story from Dr. Richie show that a black cop from Chicago that was out visiting Arizona, right? Mind you, it ain't no black cops. He the only one, but he's off duty, but he's going out there to visit a friend and shit. He ran a rental car. The cops pull him over because they are like, you know how like maybe you or something like that, or your tires squeak a little bit. They pulled him over for that. And I'm trying to figure out where the fuck are y'all that damn petty that y'all pulling people over for that? Or he didn't break no law. I guess it's a misdemeanor in Arizona. What the fuck is y'all on? But anyway, they pulled him over with him and his friend. Told him get out the car. They asked for an ID or whatever, and then told him get out the car and placed him in handcuffs and arrested him. And then mind you, the same people, the shit they was accusing him of while they pulled him over, people was doing that right in front of the police. And they didn't give a fuck. And it was multiple cops, so a lot of them could just, hey, stop, pulling you over, pull over. They didn't even do that. They racially profiled the brother. Then after they did everything they did, they arrested this man. He was in jail for a whole night for some bullshit. You know what the DA did? Y'all ain't got no. They try to trump up the charges. They lied. This is why people don't trust the police. So I'm telling all the police out, this is why. They trumped up charges, lied in paperwork that would reach the judge in court. That shit is, man, that shit should get you fired, bro. But you know, the police got media, some shit like that. I can't think of the fucking name of it. But immunity. They just basically do what the fuck they want. And now Trump is in charge. They just doing what they want to do. Just trumping up charges. Lying. And paperwork. That is a criminal act. And no, the DA is, they just throw it out. But lock them motherfuckers up for lying. That shit is a crime of what they did. Then they do that. It get worse. They did that shit. He goes back. Him just being in jail, he got some type of infection or something happened to him. So he lets everybody know, actually, you got to tell your superiors and everything. It get back to your superiors anyway, but he had to go back and tell them. They put him on leave. I believe he got paid leave, but which he should have got. But because he ain't murder no fucking body. He really didn't commit a fucking crime to hurt anybody. It was a fucking misdemeanor. Like, it wasn't even a misdemeanor. It was stupid. But it's a dumbass law in Arizona. But they trumped up the charges because they know there was bullshit. It was on a body camera and they still lied. And when he sued them, let them know he was suing, allegedly, the fucking police department in Arizona calls Chicago police department, where he was from, and they did a internal investigation on him. They didn't apologize to the brother, nothing. They still tried to fuck him over. So, Charlie Kirk, I didn't see you make that. I didn't see you do that story. Straight up racial profiling. Straight up bullshit. Even if you don't want to call it racial profiling. You call it the police abusing their power. They lied. They committed a crime. They imprisoned somebody for no apparent reason. You ain't talking about that, bro. So don't sit there and talk us about some fucking shit that the national TV ain't talking, because they ain't talking about that on CNN either. What I just talked about. I got that from Dr. Richie show. Please with your buffoonery. In the mainstream media, they ain't even talking about this. And if it was this and if it was that, man, get the fuck out of here. These fucking cops, and he was a cop. They fucked this black brother's reputation up. He got some type of infection, stab infection or something. They literally fucked his life up, got him suspended, got him investigated, and he got some type of health issue because of that dumb shit. They locked him up for a whole year. I mean, a whole day, a whole night. I'm sorry. Then they dropped the charges because these motherfuckers got caught lying. They ain't had no evidence. Because I guarantee you the district attorney looked at the goddamn video. Their body cam. These motherfuckers lie on the body cam. All the police officers do say, you know, when they was going to take him into the jail, you know what they say? They say, hey, man, long as y'all don't beat the shit out of me, man. You know what the white cop said? He said, long as you don't act up. He ain't act up before. Why you gonna act up now? All I would have said to the brother, if I'm the cop, that ain't happening, bruh. We're just doing our job. You let that motherfucker run his mouth all he wants, but you are the police. You're supposed to conduct yourself. But these cops then stood down. They don't have no fucking morals. You got thugs that's in the police department. They don't even know how to conduct themselves. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, people, I'm back. And listen, and this is why I say this is why ain't no trust amongst the police in the community, especially the black community. This is a part of it. This brother is no criminal. He wasn't no criminal. They locked him up for some bullshit. He was actually a cop. The fuck out of here. And they knew he was a cop. Usually when they find out that you're a cop, they usually just let you go. That is the perks of being a cop. Nigga, they will drop charges because you are a cop. And you could be in a domestic violence situation with your woman. See, they thought the shit was going to go away because the DEA dropped the charges. Because I guarantee you the DEA, when the DEA found out that he was a cop, and they looked at the evidence like, and they ain't going to lie, man, dismiss that shit. But the DEA and the police department thought it was going to go away. The brother said, no, we suing. You don't do me like that. And that's why even Dr. Richie, even talking about it. Because even after he did that, they still tried to retaliate against him, allegedly, from another fucking state. He wanted y'all. That's why I be telling black cops. I don't know why y'all be trying to show off for them white cops. I don't get it. You stupid. Nah, man. Let's move on.
To care when a white woman gets stabbed to the death.
Wow. He said white a lot.
Well, we are talking about it here, so I guess
True.
I don't think that's fair. Look, being in the system.
Listen, y'all only talking about it on CNN because the right wing made this a big deal. This happened locally in North Carolina. And the right wing made this big from social media to the point where mainstream media had to talk about it. If I'm Abby, I'm not talking about this shit. But like I said, she don't got no control of that damn show. They make her talk about topics. Let's move on.
I've represented people who are mentally ill, and here's the balance. The balance is taking away people's freedom versus evaluating their mental illness. And New York City, there are a lot of programs.
First of all, no, it's not. No, it's not. Because, like I said, if you are on camera in any jury, listen, I could be on that jury. And you can give me all the evidence you give me. But you can tell me he's mentally ill. He's still going to get found guilty. Because he killed somebody. I'm not letting him go because he's mentally ill. I'm going to ask the judge, I'm like, look, judge, if we find him guilty, which he is, we want to take in consideration of his mental health. I don't think he need to be around people that's criminals. Maybe put him in a mental facility for the rest of his life. But I don't want him ever getting out. Or if you give him 25 years or whatever, like, but I don't think he ain't gonna get no better in a jail. Because if it's really he's so mentally ill, if he was taking the medicine like he's supposed to, would have did this shit? Like you take in consideration of that type of shit. That's what I'd be asking the judge. But I wouldn't let him go scot-free. He killed somebody. That's like a spit in the fucking face of the victim's parents and their family members and their loved ones. No, he going to jail, bro. He listen, he ain't gonna be out in the street because if he took his medicine. But listen, man, no. Because if we let him out and he decide not to take his medicine, he can do the shit again. So no. That'd be my only thing if I'm on a jury. Listen, I don't want him out. He's a danger to society. He killed somebody. So, no. But let's get him some help, though. But he can't be roaming the streets. But anyway, let's move on.
People who are mentally ill, but they have to want to be there.
And it's
It's
super
about
difficult
forcing them to
because
be there.
when you are mentally ill, you have a hard time.
First of all, when you are mentally ill like that, you lose all your rights once you kill somebody or you hurt somebody or assault somebody. I'm sorry. At that point, you have lost all your rights. So we get to decide where the fuck you go, and we should be compassionate about it because we know you're mentally ill. We're going to put your ass in a mental facility, and you ain't leaving until we tell you can leave. If you just violently hurt somebody, yeah, you do your time, and even then, if you ain't ready to get out, we not letting you out. Like this shit ain't complicated. This ain't about no fucking rights, bro. This is about keeping the public safe. That's why people, when I tell you, if somebody is not arrested for something violent, why are we treating, because people get locked up for certain shit, of like they're violent? Trying to get them crazy bails and shit like that. No. Well, what if they go out and do it? Anybody's capable to go. Listen, the most easiest thing you can do in this country is to get violent. It's easy to do that. Now, it's up to you to have the mental intelligence to not to go around and just randomly like get mad at people and then violently put your hands on them. That's up to you. But if you decide to do that, then that's on you. You chose to do it. That's what's like with that Ohio thing, right? The dude put his hands on somebody. Now everybody mad because, he could have died. They ain't had to stomp him out like that. They ain't had to do that. First of all, it is no rules in the rule book of the justice system or just ordinary human being shit. You put your hands on me, I don't give a fuck after that what happens to you. You ever catch somebody angered? Like they really pissed. Some people, that's why some people you don't fuck with. Because I'm one of those people. I black out when I get in a fight. So I'm capable of doing any fucking thing once I black out. Once I know, listen, because you got to understand something. All my fears or how I'm feeling, all that shit goes out the window. My anger actually takes over. I actually get blinders on when I had to put hands on people. It's very, very hard for me to actually think. I'm not a professional fighter, right? A lot of people are not professional fighters where they know how to calm themselves when they're getting hit. You get what I mean? Somebody randomly smacks the shit out of you. Come on, bro. We're not talking. I don't give a fuck how smart you are. Somebody put their hands on you, man. You got two options. Not to do nothing. Walk away with that shit or whip their ass. They're your options. And so whatever happens out of that happens. You can't put your hands on somebody like, well, he shouldn't have did this. He beat me really bad. Fuck out of here. You should have put your hands on me. I get real sick of this shit. I heard even like it was a brother that was a witness. He would say, I didn't agree. They putting the hands on the woman and all that shit. Listen, I don't agree with it either, but at the same time, they knew the type of person they was around. You don't hang. Listen, let me tell y'all something. People ain't this stupid. You know what type of person that you are befriending a lot of the times. If you've been knowing people for years and y'all hang out all the time, it's not just like hanging out. Like going out to clubs. I'm talking about you genuinely hang with this person. You know them. You talk to them. You know their life. You know what's going on with them. You know how that person is. So they knew this dude was a fucking racist. He probably have done that shit before or gone on a racist rant that he went on. His friends knew that. That's why they was trying to break it up. But they knew that he was like that. But the friends had enough sense because they probably think the same way he probably thought. But they use more of their brain of understand we outnumbered. Chill out. You ever see a gang of people and they ain't outnumbered and one of their friends do some fuck shit and they know, but then you have all this confidence because y'all ain't outnumbered and y'all start joining in with it. It happens all the time. But when you're outnumbered, sometimes your friends that normally would go along with your bullshit be like, yo, chill the fuck out, man. Hell, we ain't here for that. Chill. Because you know you're outnumbered. That's what happened. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Listen, people, I use rational common sense. Listen, and I'm talking about from experience. I'm not talking about some shit that people where they try to pretend, oh, they ain't never really been in no shit really, and they want to tell us about some shit. No, you ain't not been in no situation. That woman and that dude knew they was outnumbered. Any other fucking time, they probably roll with him. And they racist. Well, too many black people. And then they start to see how many black people was behind him that was rocking with him. They seen that shit. That's why they wanted to break that shit up. Because my understanding, he went to go get them after he did some shit before. And they went with him. Instead of them saying, hey, man, chill out, man. We ain't here for that shit. They knew he was fucked up. They know what type of person he is when he get fucked up. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all something on some real shit. You know why a lot of my family members don't fuck with me? Because if I get a certain type of buzz, nigga, like I get a little fucked up, my mind is already on some fuck. I ain't on fuck shit, but I'm just saying my mind is already on protective mode. And I don't be on no bullshit. Like I be like, man, I ain't putting up with nobody's shit. Everybody know that. Oh, my whole family know that. But if I get a little drink up in me, nigga, I'm just telling you that now. If I'm probably sober or something, or not as fucked up, I might try to de-escalate some shit. There's about a 50-50 chance. But if I'm a little too buzzed out, nigga, I don't give a fuck about nothing. And my family knows that. That's why a lot of them don't be wanting me around a lot of times. And I'm okay with that. And I don't disagree with them on that part. But no, nigga, it's certain motherfuckers you know, if they intoxicated a certain way, they motherfuckers gotta do that shit around you 1 time, 2 times. Just the 1 time, you be like, yo, we can't keep getting this nigga fucked up. Can't be around him fucked up. Now, mind you, no incidents has happened like that in years, like, because I don't drink liquor. So liquor used to do that shit to me. But I try not to I know it's like I know my limits, right? And you gotta understand, sometimes, yo, it be situations that where, like, yo, you be like, yo, like, my personality, I always tell you, like, alcohol enhances my personality. Because I actually kind of, like, downplay how my personality is. Because, or my temperament. I put it that way. Because my temper, listen, nigga, I got a temper. But if I'm drinking or not, my temper is very high. Right? So alcohol only just enhances that for me. I get even more pissed because I get like, yo, come on, man. People, like, I like people be doing stupid shit. Like, I can be in an environment, everybody having fun, we good. But it be always some stupid motherfucker come and say some stupid shit. And you be like, yo, get out of here. Why everybody beating? We just was having fun. What the fuck wrong with y'all? Like, I get on that shit. Like, now. Like, that shit'll piss me off. Like, it'll really fucking, like, irritate me. It happened, I swear to you, it happened to me. It might have been my aunt's funeral. And we all went back to my grandma's crib and shit. We chilling. I'm in the hood, nigga. My people, they from the hood, nigga. A lot of them live in the hood. Listen, we there. My aunt goes off about some. Mind you, I ain't been around in years, bro. So I don't know no fucking. I don't even know the static between my aunts and them and motherfuckers up the street. I don't know nothing about that shit. And that's saying, we all just chilling, a good time. My aunt come outside. My aunt all of a sudden get that thing up in her, and she just start wilding. I don't want that bitch here, and we don't like her. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? She been sitting there for a minute. Now I gotta go up here, talk to my homie, because that's his people's. I'm like, yo, I don't know what the fuck going on, yo, just let her, yo, it ain't the day for that, yo. My aunt died, we like family, but nigga, I don't know shorty like that. So I'm gonna take my aunt's side, but my aunt tripping, man. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm trying to de-escalate that shit. So, like I said, I don't know the issue. I really didn't give a fuck. It just wasn't that time for that shit. But then you gotta think about it. My aunt, her sister just died and shit. So, she could have just been on some shit, man. Like, so, but it was just weird. But that's what I mean. Like, people do shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then when just say if I was fucked up in that moment, right? When that was happening, I'm siding with my people, so I'm probably going off. But luckily, I ain't the same person I used to be. I understand my surroundings, I understand where I be at, and I'm not going to be around trying to get fucked up in these situations, as I know stupid shit can happen. So, but yeah, man, that type of shit, like, because my tolerance for bullshit. I'm looking at my aunt, I'm like, yo, what you doing? What you on? She says, I say, well, this ain't the time for that. Now, this is my aunt, bro, and I'm telling my aunt, she one of my favorite aunts too. Like, I'm like, yo, chill, go. She can't go. All right, she ain't coming back down here. Calm down. It ain't that serious. Leave it alone. And I swear to you, family members, friends and shit, they looking at me like, oh, this nigga Kenny didn't change. This nigga's different. Like, cause I don't be wanting to be around that shit. Cause it ain't about them. It's about me. It's about my temperament. I know who the fuck I am. And You play with my family like that, nigga, I kill you. Like I'm siding with them. They my blood. They my people. But especially if I'm not in my mind, my right mind, I'm not rational. So I try to like not get fucked up like that. So, but by me not being fucked up like that, I was drinking a little bit, took a couple shots, but I was cool. I was cool. I was making sure I was drinking water, make sure I didn't get fucked up. Like, you get what I mean? Had a little buzz going, like the buzz. We was having fun, Like my aunt ain't like. That's why I be saying I don't be wanting people to like. If I God forbid I die there, I don't want people to be sad, bro. For what? Live life. You know what type of nigga I was. Like people be on that type of time, bro, and I be like, yo, why people be acting up and shit? Like we ain't here. It ain't about you, motherfuckers. I get you sad. I get that, man. It's about the person that died. Let's celebrate that person. Not your fucking feelings. You do that shit personally by yourself. Oh, that shit made me so mad. Y'all was like angry at my aunt. Yo, like, yo, fuck out of here, man. And I was thinking to myself, I say, this is why I'm gonna fuck around, bro. I ain't even on that type of time. Nigga, I come around in peace. Anytime they fucking call me, I swear to you, this is the reason why I don't hang around my family. It's always about money. Somebody died. Somebody got hurt. It ain't nothing about when they cooking out, when they going on trips, when they doing anything. Sit down. When they doing anything good. It's nothing. Then even if it's like a function they want you to come to, like I think somebody graduated in the family, they tell you at the last minute. Like, nigga, you don't think I had to go to work or had shit to do? Like, that's the type of shit they be on. So it's almost like if they do it at the last minute, it's like, well, I did invite you. Like, yo, nah, I don't play those type of games. That's why I don't even go around them like that, bro. I genuinely don't. Because I know the games, yo. I understand the fucking psychological games that your own fucking family will play with you. And then they get upset at you because you mad at them. Like, nigga, y'all doing the fuck shit. I swear to you, on my life, people, I never call them for money. I never call them when somebody died. I never call them on some fuck shit. I always call them, yo, what's up with you? I was thinking about you. How everybody doing? Like, it's always, I'm in a good space. But even when I do that, these motherfuckers always something fucked up with them. Well, somebody did something fucked up. Like, yo, come on, bro. I just don't even want that energy around me, bro. Love my family from afar, nigga. Love them. Seriously, love them. They my blood. Nah, yo. I can't fuck with y'all. I'd even go with like some of my friends and shit. Like, nigga, every time I talk to you niggas, we still on the same bullshit. Like, ain't nobody got time for that, nigga. I'm trying to push. I'm trying to do. It's like Mem Cat once said, I'm trying to push and do better, nigga. You niggas is still stuck. And then it's like, yo, the help that I could help you with to get you mentally out of that shit you don't want. So I'm not just gonna keep giving you my fucking money or even giving you my time. Because it ain't always about money with me. My family, they don't borrow money. If a family member, I always told my family, I told my nieces and all of them, don't ask to borrow money from me. Ask, can I give it to them? You think you can give me such? Because you ain't going to be able to pay me back that money. Listen, and people, the reason I know that is because of the simple fact, I don't ask them for money. If I'm like in a fucked up space, my money finances is fucked up. And I know if I borrow money from them, I know I'm gonna pay it back. Right? Because that'll be on my mind. Right? For them, they ain't thinking about paying me back, bro. They just trying to get whatever they fuck they getting, bro. To fix whatever their problem is. They already in a tight fucking spot. So, like, why would you think somebody going to, going to pay you back money when they already in a tight spot like that. That shit was crazy. Now one time my sister called me and was asking, can I help her about her gas and electric? She could let her gas and electric get like almost $5,000-$6,000. I look at her, she's on crack. And I didn't have it to spare. I didn't have $5,000 to spare. I had it, but I didn't have $5,000 to spare. But I was like, listen, I can give you about $2,000 or something. I can give you $5,000 now and give you the rest later. You know, but I don't have the spare like that. Like, why would you think I'd come out of the blue and ask me for $2,000? I mean, $5,000. You fucking out your fucking mind? You my blood and everything, but get the fuck out of here. Like, why you ain't called me when you knew that bill was getting fucked up like that? You know what I mean? Because even if I'd have gave her the $5,000, just say I could give it to her, and I gave her the $5,000, she wasn't gonna pay me back that $5,000. It wasn't gonna happen because you let that bill get all the way up to $5,000, so you wasn't gonna be able to help me. But anyway, I mean, pay me back. But anyway, let's move on, people.
Left channel, right channel.
You are mentally ill. But also, I mean, people like Charlie Kirk, Van, they've been looking for opportunities to make this some sort of like reciprocal George Floyd situation. And that's the part that I think he's almost giving away the game. And it's sad to see a lot of people going along with it.
Listen, first of all, he's not giving away the game. The problem with the mainstream media is not like when you got the balls to play Charlie Kirk on your show on the network, and you so afraid to call him a racist. That's the issue. Oh, these right-wing MAGA nuts. Like, no, they're racist. That's some racist shit to say. Like, just call him what he is. If you're going to put his shit on your network, Abby, just call him what he is. But like I said, it's a new regime there at CNN. They can't do certain shit. Let me say something. I went off subject before, but to Ron Clark for apologizing. Listen, bro, you need to quit ESPN. If they making you apologize for some bullshit like that, something wrong, bro. Something wrong. I heard way worse on that show. Fuck out of here. On that network. I'm sorry. They made you apologize? Nah, bro. And I listen, I got love for Ron Clark. I like Ron Clark. But Ron Clark, nah, yo, you just look like a sucker ass nigga. They made you a house nigga. They just treated you like a house nigga. You ain't I'm not apologizing. See, that's that shit I be. Let's move on. Move on.
Let me just say a couple of things. One is, what happened to that young woman was horrible. And it's everybody's nightmare. If you're in any public space, subway, whatever, that something bad's going to happen to you or somebody you care about. So
no, that ain't everybody's nightmare. Listen, this is the problem with people that I have a problem with. Bad shit happens every day. People die every day from tragedy or no tragedy. Kids get born every day. Some kids get born and die. That happens every day. Some shit you don't have control of. We only here to try to slow down. Because, mind you, these supposed to be so mean religious people. you're not going to stop violence. You're not going to stop death. We can look at that young woman and say, yes, that was tragic. It happened to her. But if I'm going off religious people, if you're really religious, you say, look, it was a tragedy. She died way too young. But hey, people, we don't get to question God or when it's their time to come home or how they die, because that is a fact. If you are a real religious person, I'm a spiritual person, and I believe in that. We don't get to dictate how people die. We just try to slow the process down or maybe prevent it to happen in certain ways. Listen, I've been spiritual a long time. Some shit is fucked up. That's why, like, my motives is different. My moral compass is a little different, right, than the average person, right? Or a lot of people. Listen, I know the law of the land. I even understand the spiritual shit. But I know me. I don't give a fuck with the law of the land on certain shit. I told you, you do something to my fucking kid, nigga, you better hope the law gets you before I get to you. Do something to my wife and my kid, nigga, you better hope the law get to you before I do. I don't give a fuck. You didn't fucking hurt my Listen, and even on a spiritual level, I know shit happens for a reason, right? I believe in karma. Certain shit happens. But you do something to mine, as spiritual as I am, and as much as I know the law or the law of the land, I'm gonna try to kill you. And I'm the type of motherfucker, I deal with the consequences. If I get to God and God say, hey, you shouldn't have did that, should have let that be. I deal with the consequences. Listen, I don't fake and pretend that I'm perfect. I don't fake and pretend that I live on this higher moral standards and shit. I have morals in certain shit, but certain shit, I don't give a fuck about a lot of that shit. I'm a human being. I'm not God. I'm not a God. So I don't get to like act like I gotta live this way. And listen, we don't even know if God really exists. And I'm one of them. So like, I don't know. Have you ever talked to anybody that died? I know we get these people out here that feel like they psychics or they talk to the dead, whatever. Do I think some people got gifts? Yes. I believe I got a gift. I told you, a lot of times I don't have to talk to people a lot of times. I can read a room very well. I can tell you, I can predict. I used to predict when people, if motherfuckers did certain behaviors in the hood, that motherfucker gonna die next summer. But that wasn't 100%. That was just some shit that you just, it's an energy, it's a spiritual shit. This motherfucker ain't right. He moving way too fucked up. But you ain't never 100%. Even a religious person, they believe in whatever religion they believe about God. They ain't 100%. That's why when you ever think about religious people, if they believe in 100% of God, they are in a cult. Because they're just believing in shit they have never seen or experienced or have no clue what they're talking about. It's bullshit. Move on.
We don't know why that man did what he did. And for Charlie Kirk to say, we know he did it because she's white, when there's no evidence of that, it's just pure race mongering, hate mongering. It's wrong. Then he says,
No, he
that
just, and that's what Van Jones. That's why you a sucker nigga. Just call him off. That's some racist shit to say. It's racist. We don't know why this dude did what he did. Now I do. Listen, not for sure, 100%, but we know he was a little off. He was mentally ill. His family even came out and spoke about it. I did research. The man a little off, but we still don't know the reason why he did it. Just because he's mentally ill don't mean shit. We don't know why he really did what he did. The man ain't even. Let's move on. Let's move on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I can't believe this shit. All right, people, I'm back. The reason I say I can't believe this shit is because you got people on the internet going off of Charlie Kirk donating to his channel like he's saying something that's real, like it's factual, because they really believe in the racism. But these the same people tell you, I'm not racist though. Okay, let's move on.
something like that had happened the other way, there would be sweeping changes imposed on society. Where is the George Floyd Policing Act? It didn't pass. Even when you had a white police officer murder a black man on live television, the whole world saw, there were no sweeping changes. In fact, not one law was passed at the federal level. So I think that's an important thing to point out. The other thing is, you mentioned the thing about cashless bail. I think this is a big challenge that we have. Would you have felt better if there had been cash bail and the mom had come and put down $1,000 to let him out? It's not about cashless bail or no cashless bail. It's about the fact that we don't know how to deal with people who are hurting in the way this man was hurting. Hurt people hurt people. What happened was horrible, but it becomes an opportunity for people to jump on bandwagons. And then for someone like Charlie Kirk, he should be ashamed of himself. No one mentioned the word race, white, black, or anything except him. What people mention is the horror of what happened to this young woman.
And listen, and that is fact. And that's fact. Nobody was mentioning this shit. So Charlie Kirk started making it about race. And the right wingers on the internet. This was like, yo, what the fuck is this dude doing? Listen, let me just say this to the racist white people out here. Let me put you on some game. When black people do fuck shit where it makes us look bad, we're like, this nigga. God damn. The majority of black people, a high percentage of us, I say 70%, man, we be like, yo, come on, man. What the fuck is he doing? This nigga making us look bad. God damn. No lie to you, a part of black people, when we seen this story, he was like, this nigga. What the fuck is he on? What are he doing? Like, this nigga making it. When black people do fuck shit, even when it's black on black crime, motherfuckers that really use their brain, a lot of it, we like, yo, what the fuck is these niggas doing? Like, you know how they perceive us, right? And you niggas just giving them ammunition to do it. Listen, white folks, good white folks, racist white folks, that's how the majority of us, how we look at when black people do shit. Because you motherfuckers put that shit in the atmosphere like that, not because we genuinely feel that way. It's because some people do, but for people like me, I don't look at it that way. But I look at it as a way how they gonna come out and change the narrative that all black people do this type of shit. I really don't give a damn how you perceive me. I care about how it affects our babies. How that perception of our babies gonna grow up to be like that, that. I think Trump said some shit like, motherfuckers in Chicago, they was born this way. Like I swore he said some shit like that. But see, that's what I'm saying. You see the perception? That's racism right there. But they tell us Trump ain't racist. You don't say no shit like that. Remember, everybody, all the black people got a problem with Trump saying that you ain't black if you don't vote for him. What Trump said, if I'm not mistaken, allegedly, I heard people saying he said that, but I haven't seen the clip of it. And he said some shit like, from what I heard, it was like, he said, oh, they was born this way. Who the fuck is born a gangster? Who the fuck is born a killer? Nobody's born that way, motherfucker. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't born as a fucking killer. The fuck are you talking about? You know how ignorant that shit sounds? How you gonna be born something and you can't talk? It's not even scientific shit that can tell you that. Oh, I'm sorry, but they don't believe in science. They got J.F. Kennedy Jr. Come on. Anyway. I want to play this clip. And I want y'all to understand what y'all listening to. You got a white woman on a bus in Chicago full of black people and some white folks. And this bitch randomly goes off on a racist tirade. Like she just go off. She just racially just start going off talking about slavery and shit like that. And let me just say this to white folks. I want to be very honest. If your life is fucked up, it has nothing to do with black folks. Your life is fucked up because who your family was, how they raised you, and who y'all vote for. And believe it or not, and that's probably more accurate than when black people is fucked up is because we have so many circumstances where your people have decided that we always been the enemy. So y'all put us in fucked up situations, and then when we rise up and we do good, and you see a lot of black people coming, making it out the hood and being somebody, come from struggle. Now we can't even be there. We can't just outperform y'all. Now we getting special treatment because we're black. You know the realest shit? I did an interview like a while ago, right? They don't do it as much as they used to. You don't really do a lot of personal interviews like you used to, because at the time it's COVID and people don't want to just be around random motherfuckers, all the diseases, and it's gonna get worse. And I remember when I did an interview, I was working for the school board as before I came to the chief or something. But when I was the custodian, and I was trying to transfer to the hospital to be a custodian, and I remember the guy said to me, even when I switched schools, I wanted to go to another school because you had to do interviews to go to certain schools. You just couldn't just get switched over. You had to do an interview, right? You in one school. For you to transfer to try to go to another school, you had to do an interview just to transfer to go to another school. right? It's all in the same shade, it's all under the same umbrella, but you still had to do an interview. And they used to ask me, how would I conduct myself in a situation of you had a problem with someone in your situation? The political correct answer is to maybe leave it alone. What a standard type of shit is to leave it alone, and you know, you wouldn't take everything so personal or whatever it is, right? I said some real shit in the interview, and that's how I got hired at this school, right? And I said this shit before, like when they hired me. Soon I left. Like, I do interviews very well because I'm honest, right? I know how to use my words and be politically correct in a way, but somehow, some way, I know how to be real in that. Like, I'll be very honest in it. And sometimes they be shocked to hear that, because sometimes people get up there and bullshit too much instead of being real, right? And they asked me that. And I said to the person that was interviewing me, and he asked me, how would I handle if I got into a situation? Now, mind you, I'm highly very intelligent, but at the same time, I'm very qualified. I've been around for a minute, and I know how to read people, and I know protocol. So I told you, I don't just go off of protocol all the time. I mix a little bit of my realness into that to where it's like he ain't really crossed the line, right? That's why I told you my IQ is very high, right? Listen, they asked me that question, and I said, look, my opinion, I say, look, if I didn't like what somebody that was over top of me or somebody said something to me, I would approach them personally when no one's around. And it happened in the moment or whatever, we may have that, but I would try to de-escalate it. I probably would go to them and see, like, why we have this problem personally before I even get anybody involved, because I know once this goes to anybody outside of us, then now it's a lot of politics that comes with that. Now we all have to not speak about certain things, but I'd rather keep things inside so where we can handle it. I want everybody to be a family where we don't necessarily have to like each other all the time, but we know that we have a lot of respect for each other. So I said I would try to de-escalate it, talk to the person or whatever the situation was amongst me and that person. I wouldn't do it in front of people, regardless if it's the boss or co-worker that I'm working with. I said I would do that. And then I said, if that didn't work, then I ain't got no choice but to get other people involved, because at this point, we're not being professional. We're not handling this like we should do. Or one of us, or maybe one of us, is not handled as grown adults. So we need somebody to come in and mediate it. But I said that's my last resort to do that. I'd attempt more than one time. And I swear to you, every interview I got, I swear every time I seen their face, they damn near was shocked. And they shook their head like, okay. Like they liked it. It wasn't like they disappointed or no shit. They was like, The reason they was doing that was because of the simple fact they found out I'm loyal. And I understand people. And I understand protocol. I understand sometimes in the business, you can't just go off of protocol. Sometimes you got to do some shit. And they understood that, oh, he not just going to be out here telling all our business. Because see, one thing about certain entities of how, especially where I was working, they didn't like people going outside of them doing shit. Handle that shit inside first. They didn't even like the bosses coming down into their schools. Like the supervisors, the chiefs and shit. They didn't like that shit. So by me know that, nigga, I'm gonna handle that amongst us. See if we can handle it. Now we can't, and you still doing some fuck shit, then because the next step for me on some street shit is to whip your ass. But I know come on now. So, hey man, I gotta go higher now. And I'm gonna let you know. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, I ain't gonna let you know what I'm getting ready to do. I'm like, look, since we can't come to a compromise with this, listen, man, I'm gonna have to call up, man, because I don't feel good about this, man. I can't keep doing this shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't come to a compromise on this shit. Like, I'm that type of person, right? But I knew the game. And every time I did an interview, I always got the job. It was only one time I didn't get a position, and it was mainly because of my experience when I was dealing with the school. It was because of my experience. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't even because of my experience. Because I probably had more experience than a lot of motherfuckers. I was there for 10 years. So, listen. It's because I told you, it's politics and shit. So, motherfucker had somebody kid or something, a friend, a family member. You had to, it's cliques. You had to know somebody to know somebody. And so I interviewed, had everything there. I was there for a long time in the system. I said the right thing. The interview was great. I got recommendation from people that fuck with me from the other school and other schools. And man, motherfucker still didn't give me the one position that I wanted to get at a school. And they didn't give me that shit because the motherfucker knew somebody. You know? And the crazy shit about it, I probably could have got the position if I would have mentioned my dad. But I never did that. I never did that. I let my dad do that the first time I got in the system, right? For the job or whatever, right? I let my dad get involved and get me the job and shit like that. And I think to get my first school and my second school, when I got to the second school, I let him do it. But other than that, my dad never got involved after that. I told my dad, don't do that no more. Because now it's just because I didn't like that. I didn't like that people was getting positions and getting treated different because of who they was connected to. I never liked that. Right? So I told my dad, don't do that no more. I'm good. I can handle my shit. And then mind you, I had enough of a good reputation to where the point that where people vouched for me. So I didn't need my dad to kind of step in and do shit like that. I'm a hard worker. Everybody knew that. The one thing that people know about me is that I don't put up with people bullshit. People like that I was real. Some people, listen, some people didn't. I didn't, listen, my thing is, I knew when to go against the grain and when not to. That was my thing. I knew when, like, nigga, we leave that shit like that, bro. Nah, that shit gotta be like that. No, that gotta be like that. Or I'm like, nah, that shit don't make no sense. And the one thing about me, I don't care what position you in. You weren't talking to me in a certain type of way. I give you your respect of your ranking, but you weren't gonna talk down to me. And I think everybody knew that. And that's what gave me, and my dad's like that. We got that in common. Like, we don't let people talk down to us. And that what really bothered people about me. It was like, oh, he ain't nothing but I see why he a junior. And then my dad's name is the same. I'm just a junior. So I'm like, yo, like me and him alike. So it's like, yo, they was like, oh, and my dad used to tell people like, even people that he worked with that was hired, like he was, it was like, man, don't go to that school fucking with my son, man. Don't play with him. He don't play like that. You know what I mean? And they was like, come on, kid, he ain't like that. Hey, man, don't go there playing. Dude came there playing with me. I looked at him, man. I said, he did some shit. He was a friend of my dad, but he wanted to come play with me and shit. I didn't know he was playing. And he was trying to prank me or whatever. And I swear to you, my face tell everything. And he seen my face break now. That motherfucker was like, oh, no. Hey, man, hey, calm down, man. I know your father, man. Your father told me don't come in and fuck with you, but I had to try. You know what I mean? It was like, no, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking with you, man. I was like, oh, all right, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was hot. Because the way he was talking to me, I was like, man, come on, man. But my dad told him don't do that shit. So, but he did it anyway. He learned not to play with me. He went back to my dad. My dad called me like a day or two later, some shit like that. He was like, man, my man, she came in there and fuck with you. He's like, yeah. He's like, man, that motherfucker came back. He said that motherfucker almost, he was like, he said he almost seen like he was like, damn. He's like, yeah, I see that's your son. You know what I mean? Like, y'all temperament is the same. Y'all don't be fucking with people, but if fuck one of y'all will spaz out. And I used to deal with that shit a lot at work. Keep getting compared to my dad. And it wasn't like a bad thing, but it was like, yo, I'm different than him too. Our temperament is the same. As I got older, I act more like my dad, but my temperament is a little different than his. Like, I look at shit differently. He doesn't. We ain't exactly alike, but we probably about 80% alike, believe it or not. We probably about, I even say 80, I say 70. We probably like, I act like my dad. I'm about 70% how he be. And the rest is probably, no, I ain't gonna say that. I say 60. And it's about 20% that I'm like my mom. And then the other 20 is just, you know, you lived a long time and reality and shit goes on in your life. Right? Like, you know, you experience shit and your experience is different and you younger, your generation different. So that's like that shit. That's that 20%. But I'm about 20% like my mom and I'm about 60% of my dad now. But it probably might be lesser than that with my dad because my dad is older now. He's much older than I am. So it's like his temperament may not be the same as it used to be. So, because people change, man. You know? But anyway, people, give me 1 second. How do you get that over there? I genuinely don't understand how you get that up there like that. Tripping, man. Lucky your family now, nigga. That shit crazy. That shit everywhere, bro. All right, people, I'm back. Let's get back into it. Oh shit, hold on. This white woman was on the subway in Chicago, wilding, being on some real racist shit. But mind you, it's yo, a part of you got to be embarrassed, and maybe it's just me because I'm a little shy. People don't even think that I'm shy, but I'm a little shy. But that's where my daughter get it from. Like we kind of shy. But you know, at our core, we real shy, right? But people bring shit out you that it don't comes off to being shy, right? That's why I don't fuck with a lot of people. I think part of it is because I'm a little shy. But if motherfuckers know me, they be like, oh, this motherfucker talk a lot, or that motherfucker be saying some, like he go off. Like, so, but at my core, I'm shy. But you would think this woman be a little embarrassed for doing what she doing. But I guess not.
Sit up there and ask for all the time and the whites did nothing. We worked for 23 years, and guess why you guys went to slavery? Because it was so extreme for a long time.
My God, you need to shut up, girl.
Dude, they went to slavery because they couldn't shut up. No, they owed so much money, they were enslaved. That's the truth.
Shut up.
She said, like, this bitch crazy. The bitch said some shit. Because y'all probably get here because they blocking shit out, or what she's saying, because there's a lot of cursing. She says some shit like, we got enslaved because we was making too much money. Some crazy shit like that this bitch was saying. She was wilding. You know what I mean? And but listen, mind you, the black people ain't say shit at first. The white woman came out and said, you hear the white woman saying, you need to shut up, girl. This is a white woman. That's a white woman. Black people were looking at this bitch like she on something. They think she on drugs. Like, honestly. That's why black people at first they say that. Then, you know, when they bring up slavery, then the elders, some of the older elder people, they start speaking. They like, oh, hey, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, you tripping. You know what I mean? Then the elders jump in. And then that's when you start seeing, listen, this is something wrong with you young motherfuckers too. When the elders start speaking, you know something wrong. Y'all need to jump in. The elders is recording and laughing or staying silent. But I believe a lot of young motherfuckers, they like, yo, something wrong with this bitch. She crazy. But anyway, let's move on.
That's the truth. You guys did it so bad to white people. And you went into slavery. You're stupid. You know, you are dumb. You're dumb. This lady has either a white person and she has whites and she's black. Only people that do that are actually black. This woman had to be black before and she has a white person in. That's the truth.
You know what bothers me about racist white people? But you keep trying to be around different races of people. Right? Like, why are you going off on everybody like this? Like, this shit don't mean nothing. This bitch is, I know she mentally ill. Something wrong with her. She racist. Listen, if you're racist, I know something wrong with you. You're a little off. Mentally off. But something triggered this woman. I don't know, this bitch been watching too much Fox News. I don't know, but too much right-wing shit on the internet. But this bitch done lost her damn mind. She really is gone, nigga. Like, you just randomly just start going on this racing shit. Listen, people, usually on a bus, people mind their goddamn business. You rarely hear people on the bus talking to other people they don't know. It's rarely rare. I mean, it's very rare. I don't give a fuck what color skin you are. People don't be talking to people on the bus, nigga. Half the time, people on the bus don't want to be on the bus. But this bitch randomly come up. Anyway, I don't see Charlie Kirk talking about this either.
A likely Jillian Michaels fan made an appearance on what looks like the CTA and trying to make it to points, but really airball the entire game.
You have to have a black person in or white person in to look that white. And probably a black person that weighs 500 pounds. That's the truth.
Now, mind you, and I'm just gonna say this. I'm not condoning violence, but I'm telling you, imagine if a black woman got up and smacked the shit out of her. I bet she even been crime victim, but she tough talking and very aggressive of how she pointing her finger and shit. But imagine if a black woman got up and beat her ass. She the cry victim. And let me say something to the bus drivers. As soon as she went off on that rant, I'd have stopped the motherfucking vehicle. Get off. Get the fuck off of my fucking vehicle. We ain't doing that racist shit here. Get out of here. It's multicultural people here. Nobody got a problem but you. Get off of here. But it's not my stop. No, you getting the fuck off. Get off. I'm giving you that warning now. And then after that, you don't want to get off, then I'm calling the police. And we're going to make you get the fuck off this bitch. You getting off. So I kind of really blame the bus driver in this situation. Because when she started going off and doing all that shit, like, man, ain't nobody talking about this shit but her. She the only one yelling and screaming. But like I said, you don't hear Charlie Kirk and the right-wing MAGA talking about this incident. I got this from TYT. That's all I'm saying. And there was so many black people that can whip her ass, and this bitch still had the balls in the guard. But I'm telling you, a lot of black people, when them white people are going off and they amongst us like that, we be like, yo, these motherfuckers, something wrong. They ain't got their right mind. So we kind of just we almost being shocked a little bit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, we looking at you like you nuts. You go in this racist, tolerant shit. Like, fuck are you talking about, bitch? Ain't nobody talking about slavery. What's wrong with you? And she talking, it's a fact. It's a right. This bitch going through some shit. Bitch, get your mind right. I swear to you, you go in the hood and say that shit to some real true black women that don't give a fuck and they on that type of time. You getting your ass whipped. I swear to you. She could have got her ass whooped on that bus. But I think a lot of black people like, man, I got shit to do today, man. Fuck this white bitch. Let's just record this stupid, ignorant bitch. She looks stupid.
I think you're you're trying to. You know that you have a white person in to starve out to see whites in thing. You know you do. That's your show. I'm getting off, and now tomorrow. None of you are getting up. None of you.
And then mind you, you gotta think about it too. A lot of these people got on headphones and shit. They probably done tuned this crazy white bitch out. Believe it or not. Like, ain't nobody playing. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, imagine, bro. Like, yo, what you getting on? Like, I don't understand about. Listen, people, that's why I'm glad I got a car. But then you can't even drive because niggas got road rage and shit. Like, you can't even just do simple shit no more. Everybody got their feelings about some stupid, goofy shit. But, yo, everybody mad they on the bus, bro. You think, listen, I believe 95% of the people, I say 90% of the people that catch transportation do not want to be on the fucking bus. They're rather to be driving. A lot of people catch the bus because they can't afford a vehicle. It might be financially better than getting a vehicle. It's financially. But nobody wants to be on the fucking bus, bro. Or the light rail or the train station. None of that shit. Nobody wants to be on that shit. Nobody, listen, you ain't hear Charlie Kirk talking about this? You know what he said? It's our freedom of speech to say it. Okay. A freedom of speech can get your ass killed or fucked up. Believe it or not. I'm just being real. But let's move on. This bitch wilding. And mind you, you got all nationality of people on this fucking bus. I'm talking about Hispanics, Chinese, Muslim, black, white. And this bitch decides to go off on a tirade because what you see, diversity of struggle. How you any better than anybody on the fucking bus? Like, you get what I mean? Like, that's what I told you. That's why I'm telling you. Racist people are mentally ill. What? How the fuck you mad at people on the bus? You on the bus. You on a damn bus. You had enough money, get in your vehicle and go the fuck to work. Or wherever the fuck she made was going. People crazy. I told you, racist people are mentally ill.
You start my family out before, that's how I know this is so bad here. No.
And mind you, the person that's really getting aggressive with her is the white woman. Like, bitch, what you talking about, bitch? Everybody else, like, they say something here and there, but they trying to get off because they don't want to be a part of that dumbass shit. They know this bitch is crazy out her mind. I've told you, that's what I'm telling you about black folks, yo. They keep acting like we be wanting that smoke. We don't even want to deal with that shit. You motherfuckers is having nervous, racist breakdowns. And you act like we give a fuck. Like we don't even want to be a part of that shit. Ain't no violent person on the damn bus. Nobody's presenting any threat but this racist white bitch. She mad aggressive, being racist, being bigoted, having a nervous breakdown. And I keep saying this about racist white people. They having nervous breakdowns because their life ain't shit. Even when you see the so educated, the ones that got money, they having nervous breakdowns because they want, why is this black, why I got to respect this motherfucker? Like black people? Latino, you know what I mean? Minority group, why? They're having nervous breakdowns. You ever see racist people, regardless if they rich or white, it seems like they're having a nervous breakdown. When they start going a racist tirade. Having nervous breakdowns. Blame everybody else for their nervous breakdown. They start blaming people. It had nothing to do with why they fucked up. I told you. And that's because racist white people are mentally ill. This bitch sound like she done lost her damn mind. But anyway, let's move on.
I'm asleep.
Look at the white woman. The white woman that was getting her ass, she looked back at everybody else was like, y'all want to party now? Listen, There's some cool ass white people out here that ain't on that racist bullshit. Call them leftists, call them whatever you want. Some white people ain't on that shit, man. I ain't on that bullshit. That this white woman seemed like she was just chilling. And then this other white racist bitch just started wilding. And she felt like I had to say something to this racist white bitch. Like, bitch, get your ass off here. Bitch, nobody care about your racist ass. Like, what? Look, yo, good white people don't want that shit around them, bro. Because it makes them look bad. They feel a certain type of way, like, yo, damn, we still got these motherfuckers here. Like, everybody don't think like you racist people. You racist ass white folks. We don't think like you. They don't think like you. That's why I always got to separate it. Like, there's good white folks out here. But I really love when good white folks step up and speak up when them racist white people on that bullshit. That really make me got love for you. Because I know that you really about that shit. The racist, listen, the good white person was making fun of this bitch. Like, she was laughing at her. Like, bitch, you crazy. Get your goofy ass out of here. No, I'm white and all that, yeah. And slavery happened. Like, bitch, is you crazy? That means you don't even know your history. But anyway, let's move on.
Incredible. On that first point,
This has been an installation there. Is gender testing fair in sports? Does that, and then it goes on to talk about how it's complex to do gender testing in sports. It's not
Okay.
complex, it's basic science. That's untrue. It's XX chromosome, XY chromosome. That's sports. Is it fair to have
First of all, that is not true. Because it is women that have certain male chromosomes. You're talking about, listen, let me put y'all on game. I'm not great in science and shit like that, but I actually try to educate myself. Think about this. If, like, I just go on my daughter's strong as a motherfucker. I think she can beat a dude up if she want to. She can probably beat a little boy up. That's her size, because she's strong enough to do it. If I taught her how to fight. Right? Like, if I really taught her to fight a motherfucking boy, man, she'll beat shit out of a boy, her age. She'll beat the shit out of him. I swear to you, she's strong like that. She's physically strong. Listen. When you have a kid, your kids have all your DNA from both sides, female and male. Sometimes the male DNA takes over more than the females. Just because your kid comes out as a female doesn't mean that somehow she doesn't, scientifically wise, have the male genes. You don't know how the body really genuinely works unless you're a fucking scientist. So what this bitch is talking about is totally wrong. You don't know that. Every child that comes out is not the same. This is scientifically a fact. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And I sat down with people that does this shit. Listen, I know people. Had conversations with them. Listen, it is no way impossible you know how that kid is going to turn out to be. Physically. Scientifically, you don't know. That's what science is. Science ain't 100%. Gender, in a way, is not 100%. Male and a woman. You listen, so what? You have kids, little girls, when they're young, they can play with little boys in certain sports. But they get a little older, shit turns a little different. Is it scientifically a fact that men are more stronger than women because of certain chromosomes? Yeah. But that doesn't mean their pain tolerance is different. It is a woman right now that is fucking 6 foot. Let's just say 6'5". And a nigga that's 5'5", a nigga that's 5'7", 5'11", even 6 foot, if you don't, your weight matters too. She'll beat the shit out you if she's strong like that. Let me explain something. You think a bodybuilding woman couldn't beat the shit out of a nigga like me? Most likely could. Most likely could. The fuck are y'all talking about? Ain't none of this shit is 100% like that. And that's the crazy shit. They want to ignore that shit. Certain situations are different. It's different. You put a bodybuilding woman this bodybuilder woman can be 5'11", pure muscle. That weigh about 50 pounds. A nigga like me, she probably could fuck me up. And I'm 6 foot, and I'm about 180 pounds. She probably could whoop my ass. You listen. Come on, man. You ever seen a woman that's a bodybuilder? Come on, man. Listen, I had a cousin of mine that was a lesbian. Got into it with it. That's why I said I never deny shit. Right? I probably was a little male. I know I was a male chauvinist, but I probably was a little homophobic. Right? And a female cousin of mine that was gay. She was shorter than me. She might have weighed as much as I probably weighed, but I was, you can say I'm a man, I'm bigger. I should be able to whip her ass. Man, I got to fucking with her or whatever, and we got the wrestling. Nigga, she threw my ass on a car. It's like, oh, you got punked. And, not niggas being in the hood. Oh, my God, you got beat up by a girl and all that other shit. I said, yo, we wrestling. And I didn't, I took her lightly. So it was like, I didn't even put all my strength in it. But still to the point that I ain't had to put my strength so much into it. And then even when she did do that, when I did put my strength, I said, damn, that little ass is strong. So she slammed me on the car. I'm like, oh, fuck, I got the car. Ooh, get up in it, boom, boom. And everybody, then when I started putting my strength in it, bro was like, oh, yo, Ken, you tripping, nigga. Then everybody want to grab me. Yo, listen. You don't know people. You don't know people's shit, man. Science ain't 100%. It never has ever been. Nothing in life is 100%. So for people to walk around like, oh, this is just a fact that this, a fact that, no, nothing in life is 100%. Nothing. Because regardless if it's good or bad, it's always something in whatever the situation is that is something that could be like that randomly can happen. And people just try to present out here and pretend like, oh, everything's 100%. It's not. Nobody's saying that. But if we gonna look at facts, if some shit overrides a lot of shit, we gonna go with that. That makes more sense. I'll put it this way. I seen a very heavy set black woman beat the shit out of old ass man. I don't give a fuck how old he is. He a man, ain't he? He should be able to whip her ass. But he couldn't. She beat the dog shit out of him. She was younger, bigger, and stronger. She was stronger than him. So listen, science is not 100%, people. You're supposed to go off a certain science. You got weak ass dudes out here that get their ass beat by women. Get the dog shit, and they can't beat them. It is certain women that you cannot beat. They're just stronger than you. Now, it's a very high percentage that men could beat a woman, but it is a percentage that women can beat men. Physically. You got soft ass men out here that niggas can't go and play football and can't do none of that shit. That's softer than women. Listen, it is a woman out here that can beat a man in basketball. It's about skills too. It's about working on your strength. You ever seen a soft motherfucker? You seen a nerd, right? It is nerds that get their ass whipped by very aggressive, strong women. Your nerd gonna get his ass whooped by that girl all the time, regardless of he's a man and his chromosomes and all that. No, he is soft. But anyway, and the bad part about it, this woman, Julia Michaels, or whatever she is, she has a black child. And she's gay. It already disqualified her because of the fact, bitch, we know you're a racist. You are a racist and you raising a black child to try to downplay racism and slavery to your black child. And then you are gay and you going against people that's in your community. So you already lost. But anyway, let's move on.
Biological men competing against biological women in sports. No, but why is this in the Smithsonian? So it's been completely captured.
First of all, I don't
and
think
it's totally partisan.
First of all, we don't have time to litigate all of this.
Of course we don't, because then
But-
you're
but I
going to
just-
lose the
no,
argument.
no,
And
no.
everything's racialized, just like you're trying to do to me now.
Excuse
It's
me.
like, oh, I can't believe you're trying to suggest, that
Just to
slavery's
be
a good
clear, you brought up.
And let me say this too. You know what mind boggles me? Is that even somebody bring up race, she went straight to transgenders and gay folks. Even this is going to the point they talking about slavery. What the fuck that got to do with transgender people? has nothing to do with them other than discrimination. They talk about gay people too much. And these Smithsonian or whatever it is, right? We don't supposed to acknowledge gay people. Gay people, that's the thing about gay people. It's about sexuality with them, right? Now, do it got a little bit of racism in the gay community? Yeah, it do. Hell yeah, it does. Hell yeah. It's like the feminist group, same shit. But the issue is about gay, being gay. Any race can be gay. Any race could be a feminist. But when you're talking about Black Americans and the history of our shit, it's about us. Nobody suffered more. I'm not saying no other country, no other people got enslaved in this country, but not like us. And you can downplay it all you want to, but nobody got more enslaved than we did. Nobody got more taken advantage of than us in this country. And it's a different from chattel slavery than slavery, because people like to say, well, people, other countries and through the history and even in the Bible, people got enslaved. That shit was about work. People actually had a purpose. It was a contract. We had no contract. This is why it was the worst slavery than in American history. I mean, than history of the world, because in America, we didn't even get paid. Our kids and grandkids and kids after that, their great grandkids got enslaved. They didn't have no contract. They didn't have no out. Or you do this 6 years. Nobody did more enslavement in this country as long as this country did to anybody in the world that got enslaved, even the Jews. Even the Jews. Somebody came to fight for y'all. Nobody came to fight for us. We fought within this country. That's the difference. Stop trying to downplay slavery in America. And I get it. Some of you white folks, I ain't own no slaves. I get that. Nobody's saying you own slaves. Nobody's saying that we were slaves. The thing about Black people, we still feel the effects of Black Americans. We still feel the effect of slavery and Jim Crow. It wasn't just about slavery. Jim Crow, redlining, policies that affected us to this day. That's the difference. That comes from slavery. You didn't never have that. Now y'all want to use DEI and all that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that. Even if you getting discriminated, you feel discriminated against. It ain't our shit. It's not y'all shit. Like I told you, white folks, if you insulted or feel a certain type of your kids, you feel like your kids feeling less than, listen, let Black kids enslave your people. We still got in schools right now. You hear about it all the time, right? White folks, right? Because you done taught your kids to be racist, right? Your kids still make jokes about Black children being slaves and calling them niggas. Why is that? Huh? All those Black kids trying to do is fit in, trying to live a life, live the American dream. But you done taught your kids to be racist. And you trying to tell me and tell black folks and our black children slavery is not that bad. We shouldn't even be talking about it because it makes y'all feel a certain type of way. First of all, if slavery makes you feel a certain type, or talking about slavery makes you feel any type of way, then that means to me, my opinion, that you are racist. Or your kids feel a certain type of way. Get the fuck out of here. Please stop. You are embarrassing yourselves. And that's all I see now. They're just embarrassing themselves. And they're trying to make themselves feel like they victims. You ain't no victim. You ain't, your ancestors ain't been slaves in this country. Not one of them. So please stop. I'm trying to hear that shit. I can even go to the Jewish community. I don't give a fuck. You talking about Israel. I don't give a fuck when you were slaves here. Mind you, do you know that black people that call us anti-Semitic are calling y'all racist people, some of y'all people racist or going against y'all is anti-Semitic? Do you know that our people helped free y'all from your ancestors? Our ancestors helped free y'all, excuse me, from the genocides that was happening in your own country with Hitler. We was a part of that. But we anti-Semitic. Okay, cool. It's all right. It's cool. Like I said, Dan learn. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, I'm back, people. But as I'm saying, like, it mind boggles me that even white people, even like some of y'all feel like you get offended by even talking about slavery. You know what I mean? Y'all feel a certain type of way about it. You know, you heard about it. Like, or you heard that when it comes off to black people, that you heard about slavery or talking about it because it affects your ancestry. It affects your people. That you thought that was great and they wasn't. But imagine we in social media now in the 21st century and mainstream media, and y'all been pushing this shit for years. For hundreds of years. This ain't been no shit that just recently happened. This shit happened a long time ago. Agenda to push that black people are violent. And you don't think we supposed to feel a certain type of way about that? But you mad because your kids gotta learn about slavery, or you're upset that you gotta keep talking about slavery? Black people ain't even been that free as long as we've been slaves. Like, think about that. And even after slavery, we still wasn't free. No, we was in slavery for 400 years, bro. And they sitting here acting like, no kids are getting their feelings hurt. I never was a slave. But you still keep pushing the propaganda that black people are bad. You stereotype us, but you feel like you're not even a part of who your ancestry was. Y'all like Confederates, the same people that wanted to enslave us, but somehow, some way, we wrong about even talking about slavery. We shouldn't even talk about it. We shouldn't even talk about America ain't racist. What? Y'all keep glorifying people that enslaved our people. You glorify them. You got statues. You got shit up. It's on the money. But y'all the victims now. Shit, give me a second, people. My damn lighter went out. Give me a second, y'all. The hell? Oh, shit, I gotta go to the store. Nah, all my light is gonna out. Damn. I'm here, people. But imagine people, we in 2025, and there's white people sitting there playing like they victims. And they sitting there, they hate the hoods, and they hate where black people are, and we killing our own. And somehow they mad at that. Black people get jobs. Black people ain't out killing and hurting nobody. But somehow, just say go off of their narrative. We getting opportunities that they don't get because of the color of our skin. But we're not talking about criminals. We're talking about people that actually been to school, that's very educated. And they still got a problem with that. But they say racism don't matter. Black people, these bad people. We bad when we even do good. We bad even when we are successful. Think about that shit. They try to group us all in that we all bad. Even the people that are good. The people that ain't got no criminal records, that is law-abiding citizens, people that work their ass off, go through college or whatever. They just gave us opportunities. Well, what do you call y'all fucking heritage? A lot of y'all wasn't qualified to do shit. Your ancestors, they wasn't. They were just a bunch of slave owners and racists. Even if they owned slaves, they still was racist. They still went along with it. Listen, and I'm getting ready to prove it. I'm going to let y'all listen to some real shit that's factual. I just need racist white people to understand. Trump support. Stop being racist, yo. Like, y'all don't have a point. Y'all a bunch of fucking crybabies, bro. DEI, they woke. Nigga, we qualified. We just don't get the opportunities. And now we got the DEI shit. It gave us opportunities just to be getting the jobs. Some people like they shit diversity. It helps their business. All you gotta do is look at Target. Target said, oh, we're not doing DEI no more. Okay, let's see what happened. Look what happened when you don't want to be diverse. Diversity has helped American culture. White people, your only culture of impact is hurting others. You don't have any culture. Y'all have stolen shit from other cultures, of different races of people, of culture. If you want to even look at the culture of your so-called culture of white America, right? Christianity. Look what you did to Christianity. Look what you did to it. You used that shit to enslave black people, to steal from the Native Americans that was here and the black folks that was here. Look what you did to the the Mexican community. You stole their land. You don't have a good, your reputation of who y'all is, of a culture, it's not good. And that's what y'all mad at. Y'all, why we don't praise y'all so-called heroes. Your heroes was racist. They was bigoted. They hurt people. They was a part of hurting people. That's why your race ain't shit in America. I'm not talking about outside of America. I'm talking about here. Your race ain't shit. And even when black people was free, it was y'all still, your ancestors, y'all still in the South had black people bamboozled them and tricked them that they still were slaves. They didn't even know they wasn't slaves no more. So stop. And when the country changed, at the Civil War, it didn't. It didn't change after the Civil War. Shit was still happening. Emmett Till still got killed. Martin Luther King, you forgetting about him? Like, what is wrong with y'all, man? I looked this up, right? There's only one black person in American history that got somewhat compared to white people's streets that they name a street after. It's Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King Boulevard. Other than that, it ain't a lot of motherfuckers that got boulevards and shit like that that's black people on Martin Luther King level. No, it's probably a Martin Luther King Boulevard or street or whatever around the country more than any other black person. But it was way more people that sacrificed their life and did way more than Martin did. There's no disrespect to take away from him, but I'm just saying. But they'd rather have Confederates, statues, named buildings, and streets by these motherfuckers. They got a day of Christopher Columbus. That motherfucker was a racist. And let me tell you something to the Italian community. Yeah, that was one of y'all people that was getting discriminated against from the white Europeans where a lot of y'all from. Y'all ancestry come from. He wasn't no good person. Why you think that? He didn't discover shit. That's why the Italians, a lot of them feel the way they feel about black folks in America. The Italians, y'all act like y'all somewhat better. You're not. You're white Europeans. Just because these white Americans treated y'all bad, y'all had your time, the mafia, all that shit. Y'all been criminals and thugs. That's all y'all represented of being. They stole all y'all food and all that good shit. They stole all that. Listen, did they treat y'all bad here? Yeah, they did. But a lot of y'all just sit there and even now think y'all better than black Americans. How? You didn't get the same treatment we got. You thought, you go back and look at a lot of the mafia movies. Even the Godfather, some of that shit. They call black people monkeys. Think about that shit. That's how fucked up black people is, that we look at the Godfather and all them gangster ass Italian movies, and we like, oh, we took out gangster from y'all. We wasn't gangster, nigga. We was on some trying to help everybody. Y'all came over here with this gangster shit. The fuck out of here. Even when you talk about the Black Panther, they try to make, they was a gangster terrorist organization. Not like the Mafia. The Mafia was racist and bigoted and criminal. They was criminals. That's why I be trying to tell black people in America, why the fuck are we acting like we just bad people because they put that narrative out there? It was way worse groups than us. The Italians was way worse than us. Italians was okay letting drugs be in the black community, but they tried to keep it out their community. And then they wind up still falling for it. But I guarantee you, it's about at least a good 50%, 40 to 50% of Italian people that's racist as a bitch in America. The fuck out of here. Italian people are racist as shit. The only reason they even feel any type of way about America is because some fact their people got mistreated by the same Europeans. Black people ain't never did nothing to them. Nothing. Even back in those mafia days, we didn't do shit. We was just trying to survive. We didn't do shit. We took our shit off of what they was doing. Y'all already was, even some of these Italians, y'all already was born that way. I'm not born, but y'all got raised that way. Not born, but y'all was raised that way in this country to feel how you feel about some of our black folks or our black people. The shit was already installed in y'all. Ain't no reason that the Italians came over here and thought they was better than black people. There was no reason that the Italians was racist against black people. Who enslaved them, it wasn't black people. It was actually, in Italian shit, white Europeans, which they are too. It was their own people that enslaved them. The fuck out of here. And then they come here to America and they did the same shit to y'all. It wasn't black people. We didn't have no power like that to do that to y'all. You went along with the program. Your ancestors did. And if you believe, listen, they won't tell y'all the truth on these channels. They try to pretend that they somehow victims. You victim of white supremacy, yes, but you ain't no victim of Black Americans. You're not. Not even the Africans. You're not. Our African brothers, you're not a victim of them. Nobody enslaved your fucking country that was Black. No. Motherfuckers want to keep bringing up Egypt and all that other shit. Yeah, we know it's Black shit, but look at these motherfuckers in Egypt. Look at these Muslims. These Muslims think they ain't Black. Think of that. They ain't African. They ain't got no African blood. They don't even think that. Because the white racist population has made them feel different. You gotta think about that shit. Everybody hate the Black American. All other races, they got people in they culture, their race, that hate Black Americans. How? How you hate us? Listen, it's one thing hating Africa. I get that in a way. And I still don't get that because I can break that shit down. But Black Americans, you hate us? Nah. We ain't never been any of y'all enemies. Never. Ever. Not in Black America. And do you hear some of these same, and listen, all the different races of people, I'm not trying to downplay y'all, but don't ask us for help. You go to your people. You fight against your people. Don't tell Black people to get with y'all to fight against your own people. No, you do that shit on your own. Because when Black people fought, we fought to free all of y'all. Because all of us was getting fucked over. All of us. Y'all motherfuckers don't even want to go against your own. Like you supposed to. You know your people are bad and you don't want to go against them. Because they're your people. So don't ask Black people to get out here and fight for y'all. You won't even go against your own. Excuse me, my bad. Like, real talk. Like, don't ask Black people to get out there and fight for y'all. You don't even want to fight for yourselves. And fight your own people. Your people, some of your people is a part of the problem. And you don't want to deal with that, but you want Black people to get involved, then what? We not getting involved. We got our own shit. You think they only coming to Chicago to get immigrants? Bullshit. You think when Trump did that shit in DC, he was just trying to get all the immigrants? No. This motherfucker's arresting American citizens. Like, how stupid y'all think we are? It's y'all people, man. And you want to bring up, the coons that voted for Trump. We don't fuck with them. And we let that known. The problem with a lot of our Black people, we keep saying they Black, No. They Black, but that don't mean that they on the same page as we are. To me, they informants, nigga. The Canazons, all them coons. Anybody that sell Black people out, they are informants. And I stand on that shit. Every race got problems in their community, amongst their own, and their culture. Yes, we all do. But to try to say because these races, these coon ass niggas Saying now that sign with white supremacists, that shit, it means more to y'all because these black people saying that. Talk to real black people. We don't like them motherfucking sellouts. We don't like sellouts. We've been sold out by our own people for a long period of fucking time here. So don't do that. We don't care about them Negroes. But anyway, let's move on.
This was a conversation about the arts, and you brought up race.
It isn't.
You
though.
brought up.
But the whole
hold
point
on,
of
hold
this
on,
is that
Jillian.
the issue
You brought up slavery, and you brought up the
Actually,
question of whether
you did.
You brought up
And
the
my
question
point-
of whether or not slavery in the United States is about race. The answer is
No, I didn't.
yes.
I did
Slavery
not
in
say
the
that.
United
No,
States
don't
is
straw man my
about
argument
race.
because that's not what I said.
So what are
She
you
brought
talking
up
about?
slavery, and what I was talking about is that this isn't really about that. When you make every single exhibit about white imperialism when it isn't relevant at all, that is a problem.
First of all, white people are always in this country, when it comes to race or discrimination, they always involved. How many white people, they could be poor and fucked up. Like I told you, they vote for certain shit. How you cannot say that? White people are always the problem. Understand this. Imagine if the good white folks, they with us or whatever. It ain't a lot of them though. Even some of the good white folks, they've been raised by these horrible ass white folks. So a part of them still a part of that bullshit. That shit is in them being raised in this shit. So yes, white people are the problem. It ain't no other race. If the racist white people allow, let's just say allow, that we all come here and we all be multicultural, it would change the fucking country. We wouldn't have to deal with the racist white people. They will be irrelevant. You can't be racist. There's consequences for being racist. If we had that, these racist white people would not even be in positions. And they are in positions of power. You keep forgetting that. Everybody keep ignoring what's happening in with Israel and Israel government and what's happening in Ghana. People keep forgetting because people, I guess, and I ain't never forgetting, a lot of people don't know the history. You know why Israel's doing what they doing, the Israel government? Because Netanyahu is a baby Hitler. They did this shit in Germany. It ain't no difference. It's no difference to me. And then when I see the Israel people, they like, I be in the neighborhoods, even in Maryland, they got them flags up. Like, why y'all still representing that shit? They're killing innocent children. Well, I'm from Israel, yeah, I'm Jewish. So, that's a religion. That's a culture. You can get out of that culture. I'm a black man in America. The culture of a lot of our shit is with the gangbanging. I denounce that shit. I don't fuck with that shit. I tell you I don't. Why is that so hard for you? Because if you want to look at gangbanger culture in America, right, when it comes to black folks, it's a part of our culture, right? I can denounce that, and it's easy for me to do it. I don't fuck with gangbangers. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Fuck a gangbanger. If you active or you not, if you still representing that shit, it's bullshit to me. See how easy that is? And I don't give a fuck no gang nigga gangbanger nigga talk that shit. Nigga, what you gonna do to me? You gonna kill another black man? I mean, you already do it anyway. Am I surprised? Am I scared? No. Stand up for what the fuck is right. What the fuck are we talking about here? These people sitting out here acting like they can't separate certain shit. But they say they more intelligent than black folks. But y'all can't do that. Ain't no listen. I'm a black man in America. I'm a black American. Ain't no gangbanger nigga can tell me shit. They can't tell me nothing. You know why? Because they kill black people. So them niggas don't got no credibility of what the fuck I'm talking about. I have no credibility at all. If you are out here killing other black people because they flag or whatever, you gangbanging, you don't have no say. If you still representing gang shit, you don't have no motherfucking credibility of talking to me. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. You can't be representing some shit that brung death to us. Regardless of how it happened, but we are killing each other. I don't give a fuck. It was almost some shit. Not to go too off topic. You remember the nigga, if y'all didn't see it, Wack 100 went off on Styles P. He got offended that Styles P told Adam 22 that ain't no gang member, never been a gang member, just hung around some gang members like that to protect his bitch ass. He go to gang hoods with cameras. What you thought the gang niggas was gonna do with cameras around them? And if they get a pass to go in these gang neighborhoods. Listen, let me just say this. And I want to be very honest about this. And I hope this. I hope the gang members in the black community get very upset at me for saying what I'm going to say. Y'all a bunch of stupid niggas. I stand on that. Because you niggas allow this racist ass white boy to come to your hood because somehow it makes what? What makes it better? It bring attention to your fucking community of doing bad. Your shit is on video. They're talking about ain't nobody get out at Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda's a fucking clown. Fuck Bobby Shmurda. He ain't no. Listen, is he active? Is he out there? No, he's not. He's a token stupid nigga. Fuck Bobby Shmurda. You know what Bobby Shmurda? People's like, oh, ain't nobody give Bobby Shmurda all this love and shit when he came home because he didn't snitch. The reason that Bobby Shmurda didn't get no love and shit from the streets and, you know, mainstream media like that, because Bobby came home on some positive shit. And he found out doing some positive shit, it doesn't make no money. So that's why you see Bobby Shmurda stupid ass shaking his ass in videos, or this bitch ass nigga in his hood with bloods and shit like that, putting them niggas on blast, putting their face out there like that. If the ICE agents is not doing that, why are you niggas so open to putting your fucking face out there to talk about you gangsters? You dumbass niggas. Fuck you out of here. You had old niggas out there with gray hairs like I do, sitting out there. Yeah, we out here like that. We out here in New York. We out here like that. In the hood. Oh, goofy ass niggas. You're a bunch of goofy old niggas. You should know better. But I guess you don't. So fuck Bobby Shmurda and fuck all you stupid gangster niggas that sit out there and put yourself out there. The ICE agents ain't, they hiding their face. Why you niggas out there putting your face out there? This what? Because you think you gangster? Ain't nothing gangster about what you doing, bro. I'm from the set over here. I'm from the blood set. I'm from the Crip set. And all you niggas is doing is killing each other. You stupid son of a bitches. All you doing is killing each other. And that's what they want you stupid motherfuckers to do. You dumbass motherfuckers. I swear to God, you niggas, you gangster niggas are stupid niggas. You a bunch of dumb, stupid niggas. And I stand on that. And I wish a gangster nigga tell me that I'm wrong. What are you doing to help the fucking community? The time ain't for you niggas to sit out here and portray this dumb shit. I heard the niggas from Chicago. No more. Oh, the military come in. Oh, shit going, you know, we ain't gonna be. Oh, I ain't had a problem with none of them niggas saying it. Listen, my problem will be when they come there, don't bitch up. If you gangsters, you gangster like that, nigga, don't bitch up when the motherfucking National Guard come there, bitch niggas. Because I guarantee you, if a nigga talk that gangster shit to you that's black and come to your city, you gonna put a hit out on them. So I need you niggas, all you niggas talk all that gangster shit about the National Guard coming in, stand on business. Stand on business with it. Listen, people, I never said with motherfuckers come to Baltimore, I'm saying when people, if Trump said the National Guard, it's not gonna work. You're not helping nothing. You actually making shit bad. You making stop the crime come down a little bit. So what? You fucking up people that live in the neighborhood that's trying to get through, and you harassing people. The discrimination type of shit. I done seen it already happen with ICE agents in Maryland. So I'm just trying to tell you, it don't make it better. That was my point. But like I said, every hood around the country need a wake-up call. Because you niggas are stupid. A lot of y'all are stupid as fuck. You don't know what the fuck you seeing, and you talking some gangster shit. No, nigga, what you should be doing is like, yo, we trying to get out of this shit. Let's stick with the people that's trying to get out of this shit. No, you want to get gangster. You dumb as fuck. Go ahead and fuck with the military. Go ahead. You're not gonna win that shit. I heard niggas from Chicago. No, these young niggas got switches. What that mean? What do that mean? You niggas gonna die. And you prove these motherfuckers point that you don't care about your life, you don't care about your own life, and you don't care about others. And I said, people will die if you do dumb shit like what y'all talking about. You think they ain't got the same guns y'all got? Excuse me. Stupid shit. But I told y'all, the reason you seeing this shit, these niggas are agents. Even some of these so-called gangster niggas. Like these niggas on TV talk, or on internet talking. You niggas are agents, man. You trying to get people killed, man. Instead of you like, yo, we trying to do some good shit here, Trump. We trying to do some, you know, we ain't on that shit. Siding with the mayor and shit. Like, yo, everybody ain't here on that gangster shit. You need some, them niggas, we got switches over here. Whatever. You niggas still gonna die. I told you. I said that shit won't work here because of traffic and shit like that. And you got people in the hood that ain't even on that shit, and we getting racial profile. I didn't say nothing about no gangster niggas. I said nothing about them. I'm talking about citizens that live amongst the people, or these gangster niggas that don't want this gangster shit happening. You're stopping their motherfucking movement. You fucking up their civil rights. That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about no gangster shit. The fuck out of here. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that gangster. Listen, you ain't that gangster. They trying to pretend they gangster out here. You not gangster, bro. You're not gangster. I know what niggas got in the hood. I know that. But listen, I wasn't talking about you gangster niggas. I'm talking about the people that live in the community that said we ain't standing for that shit. Like you trying to pump everybody in the hood because you thinking everybody is this way because we live in the community. I'm not talking about you gangster niggas. You niggas out there doing that fuck shit to your community. I'm not talking about you niggas. I was never talking about y'all. When you niggas want to play that gangster tough shit, go ahead, do that. You bitches gonna die. Play around with the fucking military. Go ahead. They'll kill you. They will kill you, motherfuckers. I was talking about you don't care about the people in your own community that's trying to do better. But that's all you niggas know how to do. And that's the shit I'm talking about. I'm trying to change lives, nigga. I'm not trying to embrace your gangster or stick up for your gangster. Fuck your gangster. Your gangster hurt the community. And the reason I know that because I was one of you. So I know you niggas ain't helping nothing. Ask them niggas, them niggas in the hood. Ask them. On that gangster shit. Ask them how that's going to help the community. How that's going to help our people. Or is it going to put a stigma on our people? See how they are in the hood? I'm not saying we're supposed to give about rights and shit like that. Yeah, we're supposed to fight. But there's a way we're supposed to do that shit. Not on no gangster shit. You should be ashamed of themselves. They on the internet. They ain't gonna be like they got the switches in the hood and all that other shit. And then niggas that was talking about it was like, nigga, y'all motherfuckers ain't even hood motherfuckers. You ain't gonna get out there with them niggas that got the switches or got them guns and gonna fight back. You ain't gonna even be on that type of shit. You niggas gonna get on the internet and speak y'all bullshit. Why you rallying up people, the gangsters that do fuck shit? That's what I told you. It's a bunch of motherfucking niggas that been selling us out. These niggas are federal agents. Like, yo, you don't do no shit like that. I don't want to rally none of these niggas up to do nothing bad. All I'm saying is, when I was talking about this shit, I was talking about you're not going to be able to go into these communities like that. With the National Guard, that shit won't work. Because of the stupid niggas I just mentioned. Not going to be able to do that. Like, go in there, like, yo, come on. You can't go in the black community like that. Listen, in the black community, yo, we got immigrants and shit like that. We don't fuck with them. Why y'all fucking with them? No, they illegal. They over here. They taking jobs. Okay, nigga, they working jobs that black people don't work. And always understand this too. When they talk about, oh, they taking black jobs. They ain't taking no black jobs, nigga. They working some shit that black people can't get, even if we sign up for it to try to get jobs. It's always an issue of why we can't get those jobs. They get those fucking jobs to them fucking Mexicans or them foreigners, right? Because of the simple fact that they can mistreat them. They can pay them less. They can't do that to black people. And that's why it's an issue. Trump already said it. Oh, we got all the Mexicans out there. Why the black people ain't coming to work them jobs? You already know why. Trump thought the black conservatives that voted for him, that was going to have a more impact in the black community. It didn't. He really thought that. Well, we tried. You heard Trump. We tried to do it. We thought the black people was going. No, we not going to work no motherfucking field jobs. We're not doing that. And why you was worrying about the black community? It's more poor white people than it is black folks. Why they ain't go working? Why didn't the poor white people go and get those jobs? Worrying about the black people, we didn't go to work the jobs. Why didn't the poor white people go work them jobs? They thought the inner city was going to go and we was going to rush the people that they consider criminals and all of that other shit. They was going to go and work those jobs. That wasn't happening. I told you that. It's so disrespectful. But Trump, people want to know, Trump care about black people. He does not. You think that we was going to work some bullshit ass job on a farm? Nigga, we got history of working on a fucking plantation and a farm. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Trying to enslave us to do bullshit ass jobs that we know as black people we weren't working before. You think the Mexicans took jobs that we wouldn't work? That's about 40%. But the other 60%, no. They was working jobs that we was never going to work. But they thought that, oh, we get the Mexicans and we get all these Mexicans out here. Oh, black people gonna come and they gonna work these jobs because they black jobs. When you told us that they are black jobs, you already fuck. We already knew you was a racist. But then when his administration said that, and they allowed him to say it, nigga, we not working that job, man. None of them jobs. That's why they motherfuckers in the South with them farms, they losing business. They thought black people were dumb. We gonna work them jobs, just get the Mexicans out there. The black motherfuckers that ain't got no jobs gonna come work there. Listen, like I said, you must don't know the streets either. Because in the streets, we make more money in the streets than we're working 9 to 5. It's dangerous, it's all that other shit. But I'm telling you, we're not working. If you're in the streets, the motherfuckers in the streets, they're not going to go work no 9 to 5 job that don't pay them shit. We give me $10 an hour. So, in the field, do y'all understand? Working in the field is crazy. Give me a second, y'all. If we run back, that shit crazy, man. Just leave it as that. Like, I'm gonna leave it as that. Like, imagine we in America in the 21st century in 2025. They really genuinely thought we get the Mexicans out there, black people gonna come work because they have less expectations of us. Because they think this is a stereotype. They think, oh, all black people have low self-esteem. And they went along with that shit. Listen, man. I mean this shit from the bottom of my heart, man. Racist white people, I don't know what y'all on, man. Like, black people ain't, we not like our ancestors. In this 21st century, we are not like them. You thought that you get rid of the Mexicans to work them bullshit ass jobs that you thought that we would take them. We already feel that we work bullshit ass jobs, the jobs that we got. We think highly of ourselves. You think you think that we think low of ourselves. Listen, our kids, our generation of our kids, these kids that we had and we raised, they don't think like y'all think us like back in the day. You look at it as just some niggas that come from the hood and you think, because they fucked up and whatever the choices they made, you think that's how a lot of us raise our children. You stupid as fuck. You think a kid that we've been taking care of for 18 years, that we tried to send to college, and maybe they ain't make it to college, but you think that they're going to work some bullshit ass job. Even the kids that work at McDonald's, the kids at McDonald's make is just the same money as these motherfuckers that y'all did hire the fucking Mexicans that was working the job. They was making more money than them fucking Mexicans working on the farm. That was more hard labor to somebody that work at McDonald's. That they feel like that's hard labor to them. Are you fucking crazy? You think black people are stupid? So I guess you thought that. So you know what happened? You got a rude awakening. Oh, we opened up for these black people to come work these jobs. And they didn't do it. The benefits, the money, ain't like they didn't outdo it. They thought, oh, we can do the same shit that they work at let me put this clearly. They thought that black people was gonna work in the field for the same price they work at McDonald's. Same benefits, everything. But some black people already work. And you thought that we was gonna take that. That's what I was saying. Like, that's racism right there. You can't think that. Listen, and you thought that, and what happened? Ain't nobody working on your farms. That's why the farmers, they mad. They're only mad because some fact they can't get. Trump is deporting the motherfuckers that'll work them bullshit ass jobs for the bullshit ass money. And they thought the blacks was gonna come in and take them jobs. Rude awakening, motherfucker. We not doing that. I told y'all that before. You just ignorant as fuck. You don't think that. We wasn't coming there and worked on fucking field jobs like that. Listen, in the field. That's why you don't want black people to know their history too. When you get the new generation to don't know their history. We're not working them bullshit ass jobs. We're not working in the field. We already work bullshit jobs. Imagine we working a job that you got to work even harder in the field. We already mad working at these other jobs that we work at. First of all, paying black people $10 an hour. That they already make $10 an hour already that they have a problem with. And you think working in the field, I give you $10 to come work in the field. And you thought that was going to work. Okay. I'm so done with people. Like, that's what I told you. They think black people stupid. That's why they thought that black people was going to come around, we was going to get that shit, and we was going to come around and work. They got rid of all the messages. Black people was going to come around and we was going to want them jobs. They really thought that. Nigga, we already, you paying us the same shit, and we're going to work even harder to be in the field? Nah, bro. And then they even threw on some health insurance. Like that was supposed to help. Nigga, they already got that already. Working at McDonald's. Working at these fast food restaurants. What you talking about? You ain't do nothing different. You think I'm telling y'all, they thought black people were stupid. I'm telling y'all that. And now they found out that black people ain't falling for that dumbass shit. We not working those jobs, bro. We not working in your field. You know how black people, if they worked in the field for y'all, you know how they would feel? They would feel like they are slaves. Even though they're getting paid, but they're not really getting paid. I can go work that same job at a restaurant that they were trying to pay motherfuckers to work in the field. Think about it. They would say, "Oh, we up the pay." You up the pay that where black people already getting paid. So why do you think that we will work for you? Like you out your damn and work in the field? You stupid as fuck. The farmers were stupid. They were stupid. Now, like I said, you know, you was okay with getting rid of the Mexicans. Let the Mexicans leave. You thought the niggas was gonna come in and take over. No. Fucked your whole process up. It fucked everything up, didn't it? We are not working for how the Mexicans work. And so we upped it. The Mexicans getting paid this, but then you up it. Nigga, the shit you up, we already get paid for at bullshit jobs that we don't like. I told y'all, the racist people, they stupid. But it's not that they just stupid, they think we stupid. You got black people, you want black people to come work on the farm for the same shit they get paid for to work in a restaurant or work at a warehouse. You stupid as fuck. Please. Anyway. Leave your comments, hit that like button, support your boy, Mr. OBI. Peace and love to the world. This is a bunch of stupid racists.